Hello everyone, welcome to VISHNU IAS Previous Year Question Paper Revision Day 4. In the same YouTube channel, there is another free crash course for Prelims 2020 by VISHNU sir. He will be discussing about the important prelims topic. And join our Telegram channel to get info about the daily current affairs. First question, recently there was a growing awareness in our country about the importance of Himalayan nettle because it is found to be sustainable source of anti-malarial drug, biodiesel, pulp for paper industry, textile fiber. This is a 2019 question and this is a picture of the Himalayan nettle. And your answer is D, that is textile fiber. So there is a growing awareness in our country about the importance of this Himalayan nettle because it is a source of fiber, textile fiber. The fabric and things are made from it. Okay, so that is the answer. So in many parts of the world, natural resources are the only source of livelihood opportunities available to people. This Himalayan nettle as a fiber yielding plant has become an important livelihood option for people living in the remote mountainous villages of the Hindu Kush Himalaya. There is a community in Khad, a hamlet in Darchula district in far western Nepal, which produces fabrics from Himalayan nettle. The fabric and things made from it are sold in local as well as national and international markets as high-end products. For the Himalayan Indian nettle, Government of India has granted approval for a project titled Development of Products from Himalayan Indian nettle to the Department of Jute and Fiber Technology, Institute of Jute Technology, University of Kolkata. Your second question is, what was or were the object or objects of Queen Victoria's Proclamation 1858? To disclaim any intention to annex Indian states, to place the Indian administration under the British Crown, to regulate East India Company's trade with India. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A 1 and 2, B only 2, C 1 and 3. All of this is a 2014 question. Okay, the object or object of Queen Victoria's Proclamation is a question. Okay. So this Queen Victoria's Proclamation of 1858 withdrew the policy of doctrine of lapse implemented by Lord Dalhousie for annexing Indian states, and it took away the administration of India from English East India Company and placed it under the British government. By proclamation, Queen Victoria intimated that she had assumed the direct control over Government of India. The company's territories in India were to be vested in the Queen, the company ceasing to exercise its power and control over these territories. India was to be governed in the Queen's name. This Queen Victoria Proclamation on November 1, 1858, a grand darbar was held at Allahabad. Here Lord Canning sent forth the royal proclamation which announced that Queen had assumed the government of India. This proclamation declared the future policy of British rule in India. The British government was regulating East India Company's trade with India since Pitt's Act of 1784. And there were various provisions of this bill. So the company territories in India to be vested with the Queen, and the Queen's Principal Secretary of State received the power and duties of the company's Court of Directors, and Secretary of State for India was empowered to send some secret dispatches to India directly without consulting the council. The crown was empowered to appoint a governor general and governors of presidencies. A Indian civil service was to be created under the control of the Secretary of State. So all these were the provisions of this Queen Victoria's Proclamation of 1858. Okay, so according to this, statement 1 and 2 is correct. Third statement, that is to regulate East India Company's trade with India, that one is wrong. Okay, 1 and 2 only is correct. Third question, with reference to the religious history of India, consider the following statements. The concept of Bodhisattva is central to Hinayana sect of Buddhism. Bodhisattva is a compassionate one on his way to enlightenment. Bodhisattva delays achieving his own salvation to help all sentient being on their path to it. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, 2 and 3, only 2, 1, 2 and 3. This is a 2016 question. Okay, according to the religious history of India. So the concept of Bodhisattva is central to Hinayana sect of Buddhism. In Buddhism, there is two sects. One is Mahayana, another is Hinayana. So they are saying this Bodhisattva concept is central to the Hinayana sect. Okay, so your answer is B. That is 2 and 3 only is correct. That is the first statement is wrong. Your explanation is Bodhisattva is literally means a living being. Living being is sattva who inspires to enlightenment. Enlightenment is bodhi and carries out altruistic practices. So the concept of bodhisattva is central to Mahayana Buddhism. It is not Hinayana, it is Mahayana Buddhism tradition as the individual who seeks an enlightenment for both for him or herself and for others. Compassion on empathetic sharing of sufferings of others is the bodhisattva's greatest characteristic. Bodhisattva delays achieving his own salvation to help all sentient begins on their path toward. So answer is B. That is 2 and 3 is correct, but the statement 1 is wrong. Okay. Your next question is question 4. The latitudes that pass through Sikkim also pass through Rajasthan, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir. This is a 2010 question. So, what is latitude, what is longitude, you should know first. Okay, so first, what is the question you have to understand? The latitude that pass through Sikkim also pass through. So, if you are thorough with the map of India, you can easily analyze whether any latitude will pass through any of these given options. So by guessing that, you can give a guesswork if you don't know the answer also. Okay, I will show you the map after the explanation. Your answer is A. That is Rajasthan is the correct answer. And your explanation is the latitude that pass through Sikkim also pass through Rajasthan. 27 degrees centigrade latitude pass through Gangtok of Sikkim and Alwar in Rajasthan. Okay, so the same latitude pass through Alwar in Rajasthan and Gangtok in Sikkim. Okay, and I'll show you the map to explain this detail. Okay, see here Sikkim is there and it is between 28 degree north and 26 degree north. Okay, so this latitude between this 26 and 28, the latitude 27 must have passed through this. So that is passing through Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh only. So it will not pass through Punjab or Himachal Pradesh or Jammu and Kashmir. All these is lying above this Rajasthan. Okay, so it will not come under the same latitude. So your answer is Rajasthan because 27 will pass through Alwar in Rajasthan. And question number 5. Consider the following phenomena. Size of the sun at dusk, color of the sun at dawn, moon being visible at dawn, twinkling of the stars in the sky, pole star being visible in the sky. Which of the above or optical illusion? So which of the above or optical illusion? A 1, 2 and 3, B 3, 4 and 5, C 1, 2 and 4, D 2, 3 and 5. This is a 2013 question. Okay. So first you should know what is optical illusion. Optical illusion is an experience of seeming to see something which does not exist or is other than it appears. Okay, it is said to take place when the appearance of something is different from its actual characteristics. That is optical illusion. Okay, so which of these are optical illusion? So answer is C. That is 1, 2 and 4. Size of the sun at dusk, color of the sun at dawn, twinkling of stars in the sky. Okay, size of the sun at dusk is an optical illusion because of the atmospheric refraction, and our brain compares it to the surrounding objects and estimates its size to be much bigger than when it is over our head during midday when the rotational axis of the earth. So it is looking little bigger at the dusk. So that is the reason. And next is color of the sun appears yellow due to scattering, whereas pure sunlight is white in color. The sun appears red at dawn because the light from the sun has to travel longer distance to reach us when the sun reaches close to horizon. So red is the color which can travel the farthest distance, and the rest of the colors disappears by the time when they reach us. Okay, so that is the reason why it is looking red in color. Next is twinkling of the stars is also an optical illusion. Air whirlpools make the stars twinkle because the light from the stars has to cross several layers of atmosphere with differing refractive indices to reach us. So as the atmospheric conditions in the different layers keep changing, the stars appear to fade and shine at different times with different intensities. So that is why it is twinkling. That is the reason. Okay. So answer is C. Next, Question 6. The Identity Program Aadhaar provides open application programming interfaces APIs. What does it imply? It can be integrated into any electronic device. Online authentication using iris is possible. So online authentication using iris is a part of your eye. Which of the statements given above is or correct? A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. This is 2018 question. Okay, and your answer is C. And your explanation is, that is C, what is the option is B both 1 and 2. C is both 1 and 2. That is both the statements given regarding the Aadhaar is correct. Okay. So your explanation is Aadhaar provides open application programming interfaces or APIs which can be integrated easily into any electronic device. It can be integrated to many electronic devices like micro ATM devices, POS devices, PDS terminals, smartphones, laptops, tablets, access control systems. These APIs enable online authentication using a fingerprint or iris. So answer C is correct. Next is 7. According to the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which of the following animals cannot be hunted by any person except under some provisions provided by law? Gharial, Indian wild ass, wild buffalo. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1 only, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, this is a 2017 question and I have given you the picture of gharial. Gharial is like crocodile, okay, and wild ass, and this one is a wild buffalo. Okay, Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Okay, and your answer is D. That is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, that's all the 3. Gharial, Indian wild ass and wild buffalo. Okay, all the 3. So your explanation is, actually the government of India enacted Wildlife Protection Act 1972 with the objective of effectively protecting the wildlife of this country and to control poaching, smuggling and illegal trade in the wildlife and its derivatives. Okay. The government of India accorded the highest level of protection of gharial by bringing it under the Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Project Crocodile was initiated with support from the United Nations Development Programme and FAO. The Indian wild ass is native to southern Asia. As of 2016, it is listed as near threatened by IUCN. Wild buffalo is also listed under the Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So the main objective is to provide the protection to the listed endangered flora and fauna and ecologically important protected areas. So it extends to the whole of India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which has its own wildlife act. Okay, so there is a small trick here. So when you check here, this gharial and Indian wild ass, okay, these both cannot be hunted due to their limited population, because when it is less in number, it will be under some schedule. It should not be hunted. Okay, so according to this two cannot be hunted because of its less population. So the option that is having both 1 and 2 is D only. So by default you can select D option. Question 8. Satellites used for telecommunication relay are kept in a geostationary orbit. A satellite is said to be in such an orbit when the orbit is geosynchronous, the orbit is circular, the orbit lies in the place of Earth's equator, the orbit is at an altitude of 22,236 km. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A 1, 2 and 3, B 1, 3, 4, C 2 and 4, D 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 2011 question. Okay. So your answer is A. That is 1, 2 and 3 is the correct. Fourth one is wrong. Okay, let's see the explanation. A geosynchronous orbit is a high Earth orbit that allows satellites to match Earth's rotation. So it is located at 22,236 miles. Okay, it is given kilometer. So this option, fourth option, will be wrong. Okay, by eliminating that, you will be remaining, the option will be A only. Okay, with one option you can find the answer itself. Okay, located at 22,236 miles, that is 35,786 km above Earth's equator. This position is valuable spot for monitoring weather, communication and surveillance. A geosynchronous satellite is a satellite in a geosynchronous orbit with an objective period the same as the Earth's rotational period. A circular geosynchronous object has a constant altitude of 35,786 km, that is 22,236 miles, and all geosynchronous objects share that semi-major axis. So answer is A. Okay. This is a picture of geosynchronous orbit. Question 9. In the areas covered under the Panchayat extension to the Scheduled Areas Act 1996, what is the role or power of Gram Sabha? Gram Sabha has the power to prevent alienation of land in the scheduled areas. Gram Sabha has the ownership of minor forest produce. Recommendation of Gram Sabha is required for granting prospecting license or mining license for any mineral in the scheduled areas. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. This is 2012 question. And your answer is B. Okay, that is 1 and 2. And the explanation is, so this act, about this act, let's see, then we'll see about the explanation. This act is enacted by the Government of India to cover the scheduled areas which are not covered under the 73rd Constitutional Amendment. And this particular act extends the provisions of Part 9 to the scheduled areas of the country. This act brought powers further down to the Gram Sabha level. So the Gram Sabha in the Panchayat Act were entrusted with wide-ranging powers, starting from consultation on land acquisition to that of ownership over minor forest producers and leasing of minor minerals. Okay, and this provides few powers. Okay, so the powers are to be consulted on matters of land acquisition and resettlement, grant prospecting license for mining lease for minor minerals, and concession for such activities. So here it is not any minerals, it is minor minerals only they have given. Okay, then planning and management of minor water bodies, the power to enforce prohibition or to regulate or restrict the sale and consumption of any intoxicant, the ownership of minor forest producers, the power to prevent alienation of land and to restore any unlawfully alienated land of a scheduled tribe, the power to manage village markets, the power to exercise control over money lending to the scheduled tribes. So these are the powers. So according to this first one and second one is correct. Third one is wrong, because any mineral it is not any minerals. Mining lease only for minor minerals only is allowed. So third one is wrong. So answer is B. 10th question. Which of the following best describes the main objective of seed village concept? Okay, encouraging the farmers to use their own farm seeds and discouraging them to buy the seeds from others. Involving the farmers for training in quality seed production and thereby to make available quality seeds to others at appropriate time and affordable cost. Earmarking some villages exclusively for the production of certified seeds. Identifying the entrepreneurs in villages and providing them technology and finance to set up seed companies. Okay, this is a 2015 question. Answer is B. Okay, that is involving the farmers for training in quality seed production and thereby to make available quality seeds to others at appropriate time and affordable cost is the correct answer. So explanation is, what is a seed village concept? Okay, what is a seed village is a village wherein trained group of farmers are involved in production of seeds of various crops and cater to the needs of themselves, fellow farmers of the villages in appropriate time and affordable cost is called a seed village. So according to this, answer B is correct. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Do subscribe our channel. Thank you.